The best way to kick off a meeting is to celebrate wins. Ask your team for their wins for the last week or since the last meeting. Write them down and celebrate them. Now, why do I suggest you do this? Number one, it creates a great atmosphere in the room. Like, it just increases the energy in the room. You want to hear from people what their wins are. You want other people to hear from them what their wins are. You want people there to be a positive energy in the room. That will set up whatever you're doing for the rest of the meeting to be a more successful meeting because of that energy. The second thing is that you're capturing those wins. You're recording them. Now, why are you recording them? You're recording them so that when you go to your meetings and hopefully someone asks for wins there, or if they don't, you can suggest, hey, why don't we ask for wins at the start of the meeting? You have some wins to share and you can reflect their glory. Now, what that does in turn is gives credit to your team. It enables your team to get exposure associated with their wins with your manager and with your peers. And that is wonderful for their careers and it's wonderful for yours. Now, the third thing that this does is it helps everyone understand what wins really are. How do we understand what a good win is and how big a different win is and what other people are winning and how do I create that kind of win, right? And so it creates a little bit of competition in the team so that people want to do this. And finally, it helps you get clear about talking about the impact that your wins are having on your business. Now, why do we do that? It's because we really want people to be focused not just on the work that they're doing, but on the impact. So when you're capturing the win, you say, well, what was the win? Like, when was it? Obviously it was today or this week, but what was the win? Who is it for? And what was the impact? Now, what I do is I suggest you use a spreadsheet to write them down in, or a list. You can use any form of list. This is my spreadsheet here that I would use. What I suggest you do is you just have when, who, what, for whom, and impact, right? When is today. So we just go, today, who did this? Well, Peter was the person who's talking about it. And what did Peter do? What did Peter do? He launched a new marketing campaign that on TikTok, right? That's it, right? For whom? For the PM of the mobile app group. Let's say that is Sarah. Right, so what we're doing here is we're just recording the stakeholders. For some reason, my formatting isn't right, so I'm just going to wrap the text here. Bam. And what was the impact of this? Not sure yet, but this is the first ever TikTok campaign launched. Followers increased from 0 to 100 in first day. Right? Let's just say that that's the case. Now, to be honest, I don't know enough about TikTok to know whether followers is the right word for TikTok, but let's imagine it is. Maybe this is LinkedIn, right? Whatever. You can see that what we're doing is writing this down. And because we're doing this, we're able to ask that question. What was the impact of this? How do we measure that impact? As you're doing this on a repeated basis, you are getting that exercise of understanding what's the work that we did, what's the input that we did, the thing that we achieved, and how did that impact the business? And we're getting that clear about this. Now, what we're not going to do is critique people in that meeting. We're not going to say that's a bad impact or that's not a win. We're just going to record them anyway. But what you can do with this is then take the ones that are really good. Like, hey, this one here is amazing. We're going to really be talking about that I'm going to select 3 of these for the ones we've got from the week. We've got our 10 people in our team. We've got 5 wins. I'm going to select 2 or 3 of them, the biggest ones, to share with my management. And I'm going to let you know that I've done so. Maybe I'll put it in an email to the whole company. Maybe I put it in the email to the manager, copy this person. Maybe we email the stakeholders and just make sure we're celebrating it. Maybe we put it into a all hands presentation at the end of the quarter if it's big enough. But the purpose of this is to amplify these wins. Make sure, I can't spell campaign. That's so embarrassing. My goodness, I just saw it. There we go. Make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, you are getting wins, it's capturing the wins from your teams and talking about them and sharing them, and that your teams hear this and feel this. All right. Hope that's helpful. If you start doing this, you will find that your team meetings get more energy, your teams get a great understanding of what success is in the business, and you'll generate more success, and you'll have the ability to market that success around the organization and get credit where credit is due and pass that credit on where credit is due. All right, have a great day and scale well.